moved up a notch for me, dog. That triple double tonight. He moved up a notch.
Well, Luka?
Nah, motherfucker, no LeBron.
Oh, Luka just solidified why he on my All-Star list. That's all.
He moved up a notch.
He just solidified why he on my All-Star list, man. Luka do what Luka do.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All-Star?
Yeah, nigga.
Easy. Yeah, easy.
Top though,
He's
top.
all popularity alone.
All right, let's get it. Yeah, buddy, you already know what it is, man. Old Heads, episode 33, man. Happy motherfucking New Year's, man. How y'all doing out there, man? Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for liking, man. If you don't know, I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. And, man, Old Heads, episode 33. It's our New Year's Eve episode, last episode of the year. Man, we got a big show today for you guys. We're going to be talking about what me and B.I. was talking about earlier in the summer. Like, man, this has to be a topic. Prime versus Prime, man. Who's a better scorer? Carmelo Anthony or Dominique Wilkins?
I thought it was better one-on-one.
No, sir. Who's the better scorer? Yeah, who's the better scorer? Who's the better scorer? Now, one-on-one, that's different. That's different. That gets different, especially with Melo mid-range games. So that gets different. But we're going to be talking about that. We also going to be talking about, before we talk about anything else, we have to give a moment of silence, man. If you guys haven't heard, the great soccer player, Pele, passed away this past weekend, man. Terrific. In my opinion, I look at him as the GOAT. I don't know a terrible lot about soccer, but he's one of the few soccer players I know, and I have seen his documentary. So, man, salute to Pele, man. Our apologies. We send our condolences to his family, man, and his legacy will, without question, live on forever, man. So, man, shout out to Pele, man. We'll get a more applause, man, for Pele, man, and everything he did for the sport. So, man, salute, man, to Pele in Brazil, man. Y'all keep y'all head up, y'all. That's the GOAT in my opinion. But moving things right along, man. How did you guys feel about, how did you guys feel about Derek Carr? I don't know if you guys have heard, he recently got benched for the Raiders, and it looks like he probably won't be playing for them anymore. That's what it sounds like. How do you guys feel about that, and where do you think is a good landing spot for him?
I feel like they already got I think low-key the Raiders already got a place they want to send him. I think they're just unable to do it right now due to regulations. What's going on? I think they already got a destination they want to send him.
What do you think is a good spot for him?
I think Derek Carr could fit into a lot of situations and be successful. I could see Derek Carr playing for the Niners over Purdy. That would be a better fit than what they got going on. I feel like Trey Lance's injury is going to be a 2-year injury. Everybody's thinking he's going to be ready next year. I don't think that's going to be possible. I don't think the 49ers are going to put that money back into Jimmy G, considering his injury might be as well a couple years. Personally, that's a personal thing. I think going forward, Derek Carr might fit that 49ers system. They have all the weapons around it. They just need a consistent quarterback. Derek Carr can be consistent, but if you ask him to win games, he can't do that. You have to have another playmaker on there. They tried to give him Devontae Adams. I don't think they were chemistry. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't enough to be over the top successful, what they needed in the Raider sense. But I think if you give him McCaffrey and the weapons that they got over Kittles, Deebo Samuels, I think that's a good fit for him right now.
Like that.
I think.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't either. That's a good.
That's a good idea.
In Miami, I think if Miami moves on from Tua being so hurt and how big he is, they could go that way too. And another team I was possibly thinking because of their quarterback situation, my last one would be the Cardinals. The Cardinals could win with him because I feel like their O-line is set up for a person who gets rid of the ball. I feel like Murray just holds that ball the record most other than Justin Fields. They hold the ball forever because he's so little, he can't see over the line, and every time you look at him, he's running for his life, and then he's throwing the ball, trying to create. Where I think that line is set up for him, a pocket passer, and he's not quite the pocket passer Arizona needs him to be, where Derek Carr is all the way a pocket passer. He just needs the weapons around him.
Man, shout out. I like that. It's a good pick, man. I went a different direction. I said I think the Giants will be a good spot for him.
Yeah.
They didn't sign David Carr's 5th-year option. That defense does have some picks. I really like.
Daniel Jones.
Excuse me, Daniel Jones. I really like that defense. I really like Thibodeau. I think it's Kevin Thibodeau. I hope I'm not butchering his name. They also have Leonard Williams out of USC, who's a big-time college player and a really solid player now as well. And also, let's not forget they bring in Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
And I feel like Daniel Jones doesn't really allow Kenny Galladay. He doesn't. His skill set and Kenny Galladay's skill set doesn't match. He needs someone that can push the ball down the field. And I feel like that's what Derek Carr is. Derek Carr is a good quarterback. And I think another thing with the Giants is they have to decide what they're going to do with Saquon. Now, I think if they keep Saquon, he's already used to having a good running back. I think that's something that's crucial to him. And I think that opens up that play action.
I don't think the Giants hold on to him. I think they move forward. I think he's
or restructure his contract, get another back.
See, but the thing is, if they give him, they're going to have to give him a nice, decent chunk because that's what he's going to want. He's going to want guaranteed money because he's a running back. And the thing about that is that means that you have to build around him. And I don't see too many teams that would build around. I see another team that would pay to get him to add on what they got.
He's hurt every year.
Right.
Yeah. Why would you?
But when healthy, 1,000-yard plus season. When healthy.
I came back on that. He just came to the league. He's been hurt every year.
Yeah, but when he's not hurt, that's 1,000 yards. but I do understand though, he was the focal point of that team. He was getting the heavy payload over there. He was the workhorse. And when you're the workhorse because you have no other real talent there at that time, it sucks because Jones had to go through his development, and till that happened, Saquon. Go to a team where they don't require as much of you. And then they'll let you do kind of like Leonard Fournette when he went to Tampa Bay.
So if you the Giants GM and dog, he ain't finna take no hometown discount, you gonna pay that man?
No, I'm not paying him. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's all.
I'm picking up something younger that I know can be healthy at least. I'm getting somebody who's a little bit more serviceable because Saquon is a great running back. He's just been riddled with injuries a lot.
It just wouldn't be smart. But I got you think. I was thinking about the Jets. The Jets.
I was thinking about Jets.
Or maybe even Seattle. Any spot like that, ready-made defense. Really the Jets. I like their division and everything at this point. You know what I'm saying? I like their odds. I mean, you got the Bills still, but like the Patriots ain't what they used to be. Miami, I feel like it's still overrated. You know what I'm saying? With that Tua situation, that's actually a good idea too, going to Miami. Because I don't know how much further you go with Tua. I know whenever you're the GM and you pick somebody, you don't want to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But how you going to be like that to the point where you risk this man's life, man? This dude.
Yeah, he got a hit. He gets another concussion protocol.
I think it happened against the Bears, didn't it?
I think so.
So that's man. Shout out to Tua, man. Hope he get well soon. And I don't want to see anybody not do something they love, but it might be time for Tua to say it's not working.
I don't know. I've seen times with quarterbacks and been I would call it concussion happy. I mean, I believe we've seen some of the greats. I believe Favre had some of that too, where he was going through a little roll of concussions.
And now he's a welfare queen. That's not a good
I'm just saying. No, I know it's just a bunch of guys that got hit with them. Them concussions called a welfare queen.
Fuck him.
But
feel about Favre?
I think it was the right move for the Raiders to do, though. They kind of had to protect their investment. You can finally, work on something.
Well, talk about working on something. Motherfucking Luka and his triple double. Oh my God! If y'all haven't seen him, man, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks has 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists. He's only the second player ever to record a 60-point triple-double. James Harden did it in 2018, where he had 60, 10, and 11 in a game where it was a 114-107 win over the Magic. Is Luka a top 5 player in the league after a performance like that?
Top 5, obviously. Yeah. He an MVP candidate. So he got to be considered one of the best. You know, it's just the way he played his game, man. You know, no real athletic ability. He ain't fast like that. It's all upstairs the way he played, man. It's all mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's showing you how basically anybody can just go out there and just murder dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, he does not have the best handle. He ain't even the best shooter. He make a lot of clutch shots, but he ain't even the best shooter. All he is a determined, skillful. He fundamentally sound too, but he make that shit look easy. He do.
Yeah.
He make it like it's fun too. So like, yeah, man, we can just stop crying to the refs, man. He might be that dude. You know, he got his work cut out for him though. You still got Joel Embiid, Giannis in this league, and the Joker. So, but yeah, he up there.
Top 5 player?
Of course, I called it. I knew he was going to be it. Once I seen that he made a real dedication to shed some of that weight and work on some of that defense. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was going to be a problem. He already had the offensive skills. You know, my thing for him was shedding some of that fat off and getting more active. You know what I'm saying, with the offense. And I mean, as far as passing, you know, everybody knows you can score, but can you get other people open, which he's proven he can do, and that's what I wanted to see out of him. I just got to see a little bit more on defense. That's what I would like to see put him up there, but I got to put him up there in that high top 5. I mean, who else is putting up 60-point games right now? There are people out there, but those are the people we also call elite.
Put up 71, I believe, a few.
But those are also people we call elite players, though, too. You know, you can't be a subpar.
So who's top 5 in the league right now? Who's your top 5?
That's gotta be Giannis, Joker.
In order. We gotta say in order.
One is Giannis.
One is always going to be Giannis.
2 is Joker.
I agree with that.
It's either that
I agree with
or
2, Joker.
Or then, what's his name? Luka at 3.
Luka
I feel
3.
Like those two are kind of interchangeable almost.
KD.
And then and KD.
And I'd probably have to say AD. I got to put AD up there
I'm
because.
going Joel Embiid.
And see, that's probably what we'll split. You know what I'm saying? Because I do like Joel Embiid right now a lot, but I like what AD is doing over there because I feel like when AD is healthy, he's probably one of the best centers in the game.
But he's always out. He's out again. Catch me
That is true.
On the run when
That
he's
is true.
playing, and I'd be like, maybe so, but it's always hard to consider that, man, because he don't be available.
But see, when he do play, he number one. That's the whole thing. And
he was killing for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Every game he was playing, he was doing well, but he's only played like 4 weeks this season.
if he played a full season, he make it hard on people like Joel. That's all I'm saying. If he
Yeah.
played a full season, that's why I look at him. Even with him taking off, I still got to put him in that category. But
That's where
that is
Joel-
the thing, though. He always
and that's
misses
where
fucking
Joel
games.
took that turn. He on the floor now. Joel used to be hurt like that. Same way Steph used to be
Right.
hurt, but then he just been on the floor. Joel did the same shit. He used to be hurt all the time. Now he on the floor. AD ain't never hit that stride. He always hurt all the time. I mean, I hate to say it, Chicago, man.
Is
I
he
hate to
hurt
say
or
it,
is it load management?
Man, I feel like,
He's hurt.
yeah, nah, he hurt. He definitely hurt.
I don't. So nobody got LeBron in top 5?
You said what?
Nobody got LeBron.
Nah.
Look, not right now,
I
but
get
not
you.
just not right now. One reason I say that is because LeBron usually don't start out hot, he end hot. That's the only thing. Ask me the same question after All-Star game going towards the playoffs, and I guarantee you that whole 5 is going to be a changed 5. I guarantee that whole 5 going to be changed. I guarantee that whole 5 going to be changed. It's going to be probably like a Booker up there. It's probably going to be a Tatum up there. I'm just saying, like those, and those are people who going to emerge after All-Star game. They just coasted right now. Because I'm telling you, after All-Star game, everybody changes. Every team changes. Some gonna drop, some gonna rise.
Phil Handy, one of the Lakers' assistant coaches, I was watching an interview, and he was talking about LeBron, and he said when he first initially saw him play, he said was telling people like, damn, like he out there dogging, like he don't play hard all the time, like. So he said he actually went up to him and he said he saw what everybody was talking about. He said playoffs came, and he said when he talked about that 0 dark 30 shit or whatever he talked about, he was like, bro, he was like, that nigga's a different animal. He was like, he asked him, he was like, bro, he was like, I went up to him and apologized. He was like, bro, I thought you was out here dogging him. And he was like, nah. He was like, as I get older, you know what I'm saying, I learned I have to, conserve energy.
Yep.
So it was actually Gilbert Arenas, and Gilbert Arenas said, think about that. LeBron goes through the season giving you 27, 8, and 8, coasting.
Coasting.
Coasting. So imagine if he just got on that on some won't know what. Fuck everybody else and let me get mine. Basically like how Kobe did his last 2 years.
Basically his first 2 years with Cleveland.
Yeah, but he had to.
Right.
That's
That's why I tell you, don't.
Yeah, that was different. That was different.
If you seen him play like that, don't ever think that like went away. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The dog always say he just cages his up. He knows how to preserve better.
Yeah, but also people have to understand that, like, if you don't watch basketball, people say, well, LeBron's still killing. He's still putting up numbers. You have numbers, and then you have empty numbers. Because if you look at what I always tell people that, like, argue people on Facebook or whatever, and I'm telling them, I say the difference with LeBron is it's not that he can't play, but if you look at him, if you look at LeBron, his 10th year in the league, and you look at his numbers now, they're virtually the same. But why is it that team was winning championships and this team wasn't? Because he doesn't affect winning anymore. He doesn't affect winning the same way
when
he
it
did.
is when that motherfucker went off on, I think
Detroit, yeah, 25 straight.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it did.
That's a fact.
Yeah, like when you're able to, when you're able to turn it, when you're able to turn it on,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? That's really the only difference between when you get old.
Mm-hmm.
Even D Wade, when he played with the Bulls, he can still give you a great game every 3 or 4 games. It's just that when you're young, you can do it every game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, all the energy. But I don't. That's going a different direction. But talking still NBA, Devin Booker, man, he's out for a month. Looks like it was a growing strain. What do you guys think? The Suns right now are currently in 7th, and they're 20 and 17th. They've lost 2 straight. Do you think Booker being out for a month, you think Paul and the rest of those guys and
No.
Bridges can keep it together?
Not at all. Not at all.
Right now they're at 7.
If they was struggling with Book, they was struggling with Book, to be honest. They had some good flashes. They was looking good. They was looking competitive, but they was struggling even with Book. So you take him out that equation, he was giving you at least 20 plus, almost 30 every night. What he was almost giving you roughly, yeah, that's gonna hurt them. Who's gonna pick up that offensive stride for them? That means Bridges or CP3. Or, somebody has to step up.
CP3 is still tired.
What's
from
Ice
New
Age?
Orleans.
I don't want to call him Ice Age. What's his name? I like him. I want to call him. You know who I'm talking about.
My Bridges.
No, I call him Ice Age. You know who I'm talking
I'm talking about the big man down low.
No.
Ayton.
Not Ayton. I know dude. I know Ayton, number 1 draft pick out of Arizona. I know him. The other dude, he's the lefty. I call him Ice Age.
Off the bench, what's his name?
Yeah, he can get hot because he played for the Bulls.
Light skinned buddy,
The
Cameron
Payne.
Payne.
Payne has been known to step up. Because you know he look just like that acorn, that thing eating acorn. Yeah, shoot just like that. Shoot just like that.
They need Chris Paul to be a winning team again. They need the old Chris Paul, and he's just older now. You just see it. That nigga is still tired from that New Orleans series last year where that little motherfucker was chasing his ass around still in that ball.
Right.
He was taking the shit out that ball.
In order for them to be successful, Chris Paul has to go into his bag and beat a Chris Paul that has to leave it every day on the floor. For them to be successful right now, he got a little bit in the tank. I don't know if he's saving it for the end, which I be seeing other motherfuckers save it for the end. But he got a little in the tank. He ain't totally useless, man. Chris Paul is still an elite player, when he gets in there. But he's not taking the shots like he used to. He's just playing super conservative. And we need him to, let loose. Like, Booker gone for a little bit. You got to be you. Take those threes. Take those middies. Get back into the pick-and-roll middies that you were doing when you was getting wide here and getting them little open middies and you was putting up 28, 32 points a night and shit and having 12 assists. I'm just saying, in order for them to be successful right now, in order for them to be successful,
I totally disagree. Because what I'm looking at is, y'all motherfucker letting Ayton off the hook.
Yeah.
You paid this nigga all this money. He's a number 1 draft pick. Buddy, you should be giving me 20 and 10 off the rip. Okay, he's gone now. We are asking too much. Chris Paul is 939 years old. we can't be asking Chris Paul to be doing all this anymore.
But he getting paid good money too, and that's what you
fine.
do. He getting paid good money. They knew how old they
They
were.
were just a better team when Chris Paul was doing his thing. They looked.
They were winning.
Yeah, they looked.
That was
right.
it. They were
Now
winning.
They
Now
look
winning.
normal.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I don't know, bro.
He look like a cone.
I'm not gonna condone that here on old heads. So
No, Pat know he was bogus for that one. Pat know
I'm
he was
not
bogus.
gonna do
Pat
that.
Bev is a call.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was a
I'm
cone.
messing with
Cone.
Pat.
Shut up.
He might be on my high school team. But anyway, Dirk, he just got a statue, man. Shout out Dirk, man. Absolutely, I absolutely love Dirk Nowitzki, man. I still don't think he's better than KG, but I absolutely love Dirk. Top 5 power forward all time. But he got a statue in Dallas. Great statue. I loved it. Who you think deserves a statue? Anybody who doesn't have one that you think deserves
D-Wade got one, don't he?
No,
I don't think so.
he really ain't got no statue.
I think D-Wade deserved one right outside of Miami.
That was, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I agree with that.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best Heat players I've ever seen. One of the best.
He's the greatest. Probably the greatest Miami Heat player. He's the greatest Miami Heat player. I'll say that with confidence. When you think about it in totality,
And I think
it's probably him. Haslam is probably top 3 or top 5. I'll put you down as Haslam top 5. Just because he's been there so long.
who else deserved that?
And he played college ball in Miami.
John Stockton.
I was going to say that. I was going to say that, but it'd just probably be a picture of his hand passing the ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
It wouldn't be a whole picture. It'd just be him passing. That's all it'd be like. You know how they have Mike going up?
all we need.
It would be him passing. Like, oh, yeah, go ahead, get that.
To Karl Malone and shit.
You said John Stockton deserves a statue?
Yeah, yep, honestly.
Okay.
Maybe
I would go with
Karl
that.
Malone, but
I would go with that. Shaq don't got one, do he?
Yeah, Shaq has one.
Yeah.
It's great too. It's
Yeah,
him.
that shit cold.
It's him actually, like with
Dunk
both
it?
his legs done. Yeah,
Oh, that's what's
that
up.
shit
Yeah, I thought he had
dope.
one too.
Yeah, Shaq is
fall
dope. I'm surprised. Those two.
I think Pip got one too, don't he?
No.
No,
Pip got a little head. He got a little head statue
A
thing.
bobblehead?
No, like a little bronze head thing. Little afro. I thought he had one of them little.
I don't know. I haven't seen
I've seen
it.
him on some t-shirts.
It might be a Larsa house.
Hey man, I'm just saying, no, Scotty ain't got nothing.
Huh?
Huh?
Or Marcus house. I shouldn't have said that. Y'all shouldn't have said that. Marcus Jordan. I shouldn't have said that. But I went a different direction. I said Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
I think
can see
Isaiah
that.
Thomas absolutely deserves a statue. I think that'll be dope, especially him in Detroit. But yeah, moving right along, man. Going to our second segment of the day. I wanted to talk about Luka, man. That performance was phenomenal. It is dope.
What the fuck is that?
What
I tried to
is
tell
that?
you, nigga.
Where is
That is
where
at the United Center.
It's inside.
It's
Oh, man,
inside.
that's
They have a
like-
Scotty. I'm trying to tell you, they have a Scotty Pippen statue. They had fucked up his fro, nigga. Look at the fro.
They got like a
I told you the only reason I remember because I was talking about the fro, nigga.
Find me the Horace Grant statue.
Bogus.
They got a Horace Grant.
Should've just gave him the whole
Stacey
statue.
King.
They just got a double torso. How they gonna do Scotty like that?
Because it ain't a real.
It's a statue at the United Center. I'm
That's
trying
a-
to tell
that's
you.
a
Until the
life-size
statue was
big head,
outside.
nigga.
That shit is a glass case.
Just because it ain't the full thing, it's
That's
still a
a-
statue. I'm just saying.
that's a-
I remember they had like a little statue.
Y'all
I'm
go
like,
look
that
at
shit
it.
count?
It's a life-size
I'm going to
big
get a
head.
statue with me made. This
Yeah, they
motherfucking
do.
week.
I'm just saying,
Just
it's
so
a
I can say I
statue.
got a statue made.
You don't need a full body to be a statue.
Hey,
I feel like
No, because they got head statues.
I feel like it's supposed to be
Of the
outside.
presidents.
yeah, it should have been that. Anyway, somebody that will probably, two players that will probably be having a statue 10, 20 years down the road.
LeBron.
Definitely LeBron. But Russell Westbrook and Luka Doncic. I wanted to ask you guys, who do you think had the more impressive performance? Refresh everybody's memory. Russ had 20 points, 21 rebounds, 20 points, 21 assists, 20 rebound performance for Nipsey Hussle. And Luka recently had a 60-point, 21 rebound, 10 assist game. Who do you think had the more impressive performance? The Russ 20-20-20 for Nip or the Luka 60-point triple double? Who wants to start that off?
On Crip, 2020 and 20. 2020 and 20, man.
French loaf out
Yeah,
here.
I'm
It's
trying trying to
New
tell you,
Year's,
man.
he lit French loaf.
We're gonna do that one for Nip. That was for Nip, baby.
For Nip.
I gotta say the one for Nip, man. Hey, you gotta think, man. Russ ain't that goddamn big, man. Grabbing 20 boards.
Russ is. They say Russ is close to like 6'5".
I get it, but that's 6'5", going up against people that's 7
Man, he
feet,
long.
6'10". He grabbing 20 boards over your big man and our big man and they big man. Damn. At 6'5", 20 rebounds is a lot. Then 20 assists. That means you gotta have somebody on your team or some people score 20 times. That means you putting your people in positions to score 21 times, and then you drop the dub on their head, which means you was a threat too. Luka, that's hot. That 60, man, getting 60 points is hard, man. In the NBA, that's hard. I can never take that away. But you ain't got your teammates involved 10 times and grabbing 10 rebounds at show size. I figure you should always have a double-double because grabbing rebounds at Luka size and grabbing rebounds at Russ size is two different things to me. So I feel like that 20, 20, and 20 was a more impressive. 60 points. If you hot, man, you can strike 60 points. You know what I'm saying? Got your mom, but getting them in there at 10 extra times, and then you only 6'5" and you out rebounding everybody. It's hard seeing big men catch 20 rebounds.
I mean, they did help. They did help him get.
I get it. They probably pat him down, but 20 of them.
No. I was saying they did help. There was a few of those plays where you saw guys.
Yeah. Adams box him out.
Yeah.
I get they patted him, but still, man, they didn't do it every time. I can probably say that was maybe 4 or 5 times they did that. I can probably count that.
Yeah.
But still, though, man, you out rebounding Adams.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, that's tough. That's tough to be 6'5" and be the leading rebounder in your team, and then be the leading assister, and then he's probably the leading scorer of that game. So I couldn't tell you all the way, but I don't know nobody who probably had more than 20 points on that team. So,
What you think more impressive?
Well, shit, I had an argument for both of these niggas.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was just gonna pick Luka and fuck it in the bit. But, yeah, I said Luka then, since he motherfucker took fam, 20 buckets. I just like what he said after the shit. He said, they asked him how he was feeling. He said, tired, I need to celebration beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't know he got down like
Right,
that.
yeah.
He kind of shut up on motherfucker. I was like, what? Because he already be talking shit before. So what you tell me is, this nigga's going and getting drunk at night. They coming out here and busting your ass like that. I like niggas like that. I really do.
Mike.
Larry Bird. It was a lot of great motherfuckers who will go and have a beer and shit and talk shit to you about how they kicked your ass or something. You know what I'm saying?
You remember the picture? I think it was an All-Star game. It's Magic Johnson and Mike playing, I think, foosball. They playing foosball.
Yeah.
If you look over, Larry Bird sitting on the floor with a beer. Watching them play, like, whoo, y'all getting it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck who wins this game.
All right, hey.
Drunk over here.
Who coming in second?
So you got Luka? You took Luka?
Hell yeah, I took Luka.
Man, this was tough, man. 'Cause that Russ, for one, no one's ever had. I think Wilt was maybe the only other person that had a 20-20-20 game. That Luka 60-20-10. That's hard too. I had to probably end up going with that Luka performance, just off the strength of. I understand Harden had a 60-point triple-double, but Luka almost had double rebounds and he had one less assist. And the fact, if you watch Luka, I haven't seen anyone with the exception of Gary Payton control the entire floor the way he does. He controls the entire floor.
Over Nash?
Yeah. Over Steve. And when I say control the entire floor, like, and I went back and actually watched the game just to watch this shit, and it was Kevin Garnett was talking about it, and he said he's sitting there and he's watching this nigga, he's supposed to be playing defense, and he said Gary controls everything. And then Buddy said the same thing. He said, nah, he controls everything. He said Gary's sitting here saying, you down screen, he finna come over here. Ref, watch that hand. He been touching them the whole time. You sit your ass down. You don't know what you talking about. He's talking to the fans, ref, controlling, telling everybody where Gary Payton. Go watch Easy Talking, bro. Like
the whole game,
he
he's always
controls
talking.
the
He'll never
whole
shut the fuck
game.
up.
And Luka does the same thing. But it's also to a detriment because he's never going to win a championship like that.
Yeah.
Because he has to control everything. He needs a rock.
Yeah,
But
his
I would have
way too high.
Huh?
His
His way too high. Way too high. And eventually it's not going to hurt him, but that's when you start to see them ticky-tack fouls. You know, ticky-tack injuries starting to build up. You know what I'm saying? And especially with his size, too. You know what I'm saying? He's like Carmelo. You know what I'm saying? He's not chubby. You know what I'm saying? He's solid.
He's solid, yeah.
But he's not a tank like a Jimmy Butler.
He's
You
good
know
at
what I'm
taking
saying?
contact, though. He's good
Oh,
at taking
yeah,
contact.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Everybody can't do that. And that's a trait. That's a trait a lot of motherfuckers don't handle. Jimmy Butler
his
good
game
at
will
that.
definitely
Ron good at that.
His game will age really, really well. Whereas Westbrook is still, we're kind of seeing like where his athleticism goes. That's when Westbrook's game is going to go. But Luka, because his game is predicated on that, he's going to age gracefully as far as that goes. But I gotta say Luka, man. So what? 2-1, 2-1 Luka, 2-1 Luka. Y'all let us know, man. We think had a better game, man. The Luka 60-point triple double or Russ 20-20-20 game for Nip, man. But right here we got it 2-1. Luka for the 60-point triple double. Sorry, Brody, if you feel a certain type of way, man. You can always come on here, man. Come on over here and talk about it, man. More than welcome. More than welcome. But moving right along, man, to our third segment. I'm going to let you kick this one off, man. Prime versus Prime. Carmelo Anthony or Dominique Wilkins. Young fellas out there, if y'all don't know, y'all think Vince Carter was a dog, go look at Dominique Wilkins and some of his in-game dunks, man. He wasn't called a human highlight film for nothing. Go check out Dominique Wilkins highlights. But going to run down a little bit of a few of their stats and y'all let us know who you feel like is a better scorer. Carmelo, 10-time All-Star. Dominique was a 9-time All-Star. All NBA teams, 7 for Dominique, 6 for Melo. Scoring leaders, they both did it once. For a career, Melo has a career average of 22.5. Dominique has a career average of 24.8. Their best season, Meek had a 30.7, and Melo was 28.9. Career points, 26,668 for Dominique, 28,289 for Carmelo Anthony. Melo played 19 seasons, Dominique played 15. Who do you think was the better scorer? Dominique or Melo? Y'all want to kick it? Want me to kick it off, or you want to kick it off?
Man, I feel like those numbers are obviously in the favor of Dominique Wilkins. He played less time.
4 less seasons.
Yeah.
Melo had 28,289 points. Dominique had 26,668 points.
Yeah, man.
But Melo made one more All-Star. But Neek made one more All-NBA team.
Melo sat out some years though too.
Yeah. But I think they come out with just the years he actually played.
Yeah, these years he played. He played, yeah.
Man, better scorer. I'm
Better
going
scorer.
Melo. I'm going Melo just because of the jump shot, man. From 3, mid-range, and he can get in the post. Better all-around scorer. I'm going Melo. But I seen Dominique Wilkins putting up 40 against Mike. I seen them games. It was a show. They was just going up and down the floor, just dunking and reverse blading the ball up. Them North Carolina boys will jump. Straight up, them niggas, North Carolina niggas, them niggas.
Some of the water.
I'm trying to tell you, can't leave them down there. That's 3 motherfuckers down there.
So who you taking down?
Melo. Overall scorer, yep. All around scorer, yep.
Because that jab stuff? Yeah.
The jab stuff, that's the least deal. He can be a spot up shooter from 3, mid range, turn over the left or the right shoulder, he can post you out there and then face you up and jab stuff you, triple threat you, pull up right in your motherfucking face. Yeah, goddamn cheat code. It was a whole bunch of shit this nigga do. He was a whole weapon. And he was 6'9" doing it. It's a problem.
I like Melo, man, but I had to go with I had to say Dominique, respectfully. I said Dominique because for one, he was 6th in the league in scoring when MJ came into the league with an average of 27.4. Then when MJ got hurt in 85-86, he led the league in scoring at 30.3. Then the next 7 years, he never dropped below 7th in points per game, with the lowest being 25.9. That was in 90-91. But he finished second twice to MJ. And also to take into account, I feel like he played in a tougher era. I feel like Dominique played in the golden age of centers. So I feel like, and especially when you look at the way he scored, his mid-range wasn't terrible. But a lot of his stuff was getting to the rack. And when you're having to score over Hakeem, you're having a lot of people not taking into account players, centers that they don't talk about now. Rick Smith was tough to score over. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at guys like even Irvin Johnson on any given night with a shot block. You know what I'm saying? You're playing Patrick Ewing, David Robertson, Brad Daugherty. He's playing these guys every single night. Robert Parrish, getting to the rack and still scoring almost at will. But I mean, it doesn't take anything away from Carmelo. When you look at the stretch, Melo had a 9-year stretch where he was just absolutely a dog. He was second in the league in 06-07 at 28.9. The lowest he came was in, I think it was the 010 season, excuse me, the 09 season. I think it was 22.8. And then the 12-13 season he shot up to 28.7. And then in 13th in the final 16-17 season in 21.8. So I had to get at to Dominique. I felt like he did in a tougher era. He scored more points, and the lowest he ever scored was 25 per game. 25.9 was the lowest he scored during his prime. So, I mean, so I had.
You understand?
I had to go. I had to go with Meek. Shout out Dominique.
Man, I'm on the agree, man. Dominique did play in the harder era. And he was putting up points on arguably some of the best defenders, in basketball. But the thing about Melo had a pure shot. And the thing that we neglected to talk about is Melo was doing this so successfully. That's what, got him so far with Syracuse. That's what got them as far, because I believe he got a ring now.
Yeah.
And it was off him.
Yeah, that's his only ring.
Yeah, it is his only ring. Besides somewhere, by
Well, I guess that's not a ring.
besides
That's
an Olympic pendant. But he was known for his scoring at his size coming out of college, and he was very successful. Like I said, I look at his scoring in college too, as well as that, and that's hard. Playing, a lot of people don't really put the perspective of how hard it is to win an NCAA championship. Like that's tough. Like when people look back, they look back at like sometimes opportunities missed, that championship they lost it in that tournament. That stings with them. Even if they get drafted in, that still stings with them. So having that and being scoring then, to have good he was scoring then, and translating that into the NBA, the only tarnish Melo really has is playing for the Knicks and taking that money. That's the only thing that hurt his career, because then he had to be the main scorer and do everything day in and day out. Other than that, I got to go with Melo. He's a better shooter. He had a shot too, but I just think the consistency with Melo and how far he can stretch you at that position, you know what I'm saying? Because he was great. When his back was to the basket, he had a turnaround. He could face you up. He could take you to the hole. He could attack, dunk. He was a whole package coming out of Syracuse. The only thing that fucked up his career, and like I said, that's down point to me, was going to the Knicks. I feel like, Clyde might have, benefit from having a great team around him too.
Yeah.
I just think he did have a better team. I know that Nuggets team was great. Don't get it wrong. But man, I think he kind of, they knew who to go to. He ran that team. Melo didn't really run anything but that Knicks team, and that Knicks team wasn't nothing to be ran.
They had Amari that 1 year.
Yeah, but he fluctuated too. Look, I put it like this: Amari was his best when he was with the Suns. That was his peak, and he left that peak there. Otherwise, he was just kind of really subpar.
His first year with the Knicks, because I remember he was in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
But then after that, he started getting hurt and started having ticky-tack fouls. I mean, I keep saying ticky-tack fouls, ticky-tack injuries.
Yeah. Shoulders, knees, shit like that.
When they had Jason Kidd, they were straight. Jason Kidd left there, went to Dallas, and helped Dirk Nowitzki win the championship. Is what he did.
That's true.
He could have helped Melo.
Yeah.
But,
That's true.
Hey,
He's really good at pace too.
I still go with Melo though. I still go with Melo though.
He was really good at pace.
Hey, some people, man, they don't know how hard it is to get a game manager like that. When you control the pace of the game, you control a lot of that offense. You control how a defense gets the ball back. If they can't get it back, you can wear a whole defense out for 24
That's why
seconds.
Chris
Like,
Paul was good when he wasn't tired.
right?
He was tired as hell, man.
So you stupid as
So
hell.
he like 300 years
I know what feel like he tired. I
old,
know
936 years old.
You already detailed. I can't do it either. Hey, so I think we got I guess I'm the oddball this time. 2-1, man. These brothers gonna go with Melo. I had to go with Dominique, man. I feel like my rebuttal was I feel like Dominique played in a tougher era and he also scored more points. So, but I don't think you can go wrong either way. But I had to go 2-1. Melo wins this one. But moving right along, man. If you haven't been following us, man, check us out, man. Saturday nights, Old Heads, man, bringing y'all this great sports content. And if you haven't noticed, man, you wasn't here at the beginning, it's the Bills Bowl, man. It's the BI, man. It's the Bills Bowl. Everything we're talking about, they all basketball, all segment, all day. So moving right along to our fourth segment of the day, we had to talk about some high school basketball or high school basketball starting up. And one of the brothers kind of picked the top five players in the 90s that you would pick to make a high school team.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy holidays to you. Cheers, Bobby.
I don't know.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy holidays. Cheers. We old heads for real over here. Big pinky. Top 5 high school basketball players from your state. It has to be from the 90s. They have to be from that state. So example, Kevin Garnett, even though his senior year he played for Farragut Academy in Chicago, Illinois, he's originally from South Carolina. He just came there to play ball that 1 year. So he would be disqualified. So who wants to start out with their list? Top 5 players from the 90s from their state in high school.
I want to start it out because I feel like we might have some of the same motherfuckers on the list. I was trying my best.
Well, let me start it out. Look, I'm gonna let you know I cheated, man. Hey, I'm a nigga who can't follow rules, man. I couldn't do it, man. Listen, I just went from the list of coming out of high school that I know, but it's born here too, coming through. Yeah, okay, hey, I got you right. I'm gonna kick it off. Shit, starting at number 1, I'll even tell you the year, 1988. Tony Bennett.
Okay.
Yep, he went to Green Bay, Preble, went to UW Green Bay. Right here.
We talking about basketball?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tony Bennett?
Fam, he went second round. He went to the Charlotte Hornets.
I remember Tony Bennett. I remember the name Tony Bennett. Yeah, I
Hey,
remember
man, no
Tony
disrespect,
Bennett.
man. I was
Shout out Tony Bennett, man. I remember Tony Bennett.
2001, Devin Harris.
Okay.
Dog.
Okay.
Dog. Devin Harris was a dog.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have got hurt,
Yeah.
once he put up 40 on the Bulls at one game, I think.
Something nasty. He
I
shined.
don't know why shit like that be happening to us, but okay.
Yeah, Devin. No, I forgot. Devin Harris he played for Wisconsin,
Yeah.
and then he was an All-Star 1 year with the New Jersey Nets. Lightning quick release. He was a
Played with the
dog.
Mavericks too.
Yeah.
I almost a buddy of mine I went to college with knew him. They was good friends. We almost got tickets to go to a Mavericks game when we was out in Dallas on a little trip.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it didn't end up working out because of how we was getting around out there. You know, at the time they ain't had no Uber, so that cab out there and back was something vicious. So he was like, "Nah, we good." 05, Wesley Matthews. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to. 2012, Sam Decker.
I remember that.
Decker was decent. I used
to like that.
Injuries end up messing him up. He caught it's funny, him and J.J. Watt had roughly the same injury. J.J. Watt rushed You're not supposed to rush back from that injury. J.J. Watt rushed back into there and got injured again that year. Decker took off another year and a half, actually came back. It was actually serviceable for a while. I don't know where he's at right now, but that was how his career went. But them back injuries will fuck you up. I ain't even gonna lie. So,
yeah.
Then my last one, man, 2014, man.
Black one.
Oh, man, Kayvon Looney.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Where's he out of?
Milwaukee Hamilton.
Wow. Kayvon Looney. I did not know that.
Yep.
Not your boy. You ain't put Johnny out there?
Oh, no, Johnny the last one, though. Johnny the last one, but
What about the other dude from Golden State, the point guard, Poole?
From
He
Milwaukee.
from Michigan, right?
He might be from
yeah, I don't know if he was born there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he was born
You forgot
there.
about Karan.
I did forget about Karan Butler, though. Yep, I did forget about
That
Karan
first
Butler.
nigga
Yep.
that You said that.
No, dude was hey, dude came to the league, man.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him. I watched him play.
Tony
I
better
seen him
play.
again.
He played for the Hornets. Yeah, he
He
decent.
played for the Catbirds. That's what he's talking about.
Nah, part of the reason shit is from the time Buster was there, man. That's the team.
No, you ain't wrong. That's a list. Who, anybody else?
Oh, it's just Johnny. I got Johnny out there coming out of
Johnny
lacrosse.
who?
Johnny Davis, man, coming out of
Okay.
lacrosse.
Shout out, man.
That's it, man.
Shout out,
We
man.
know we couldn't mess with that one, but yeah, I couldn't just stick with one time error. That was
Shout out Johnny Davis, man. My son used to play against him, man, from the lacrosse area, man. Shout out Johnny doing big things. What is it, number 10 overall pick, something like that? Something like that. I think he was number 10. Anyway, it's a lottery pick, man. So shout out for Johnny, man, doing big things.
but the one I couldn't really want that I wanted to shout out though, but I don't know if he was born here was Michael Finley though. That's what I wanted, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't born
No,
here.
he was
so.
from Maywood, I believe.
Yeah,
Bowser
yeah.
East.
Yeah, everything went to good.
Yeah, from Bowser East.
Yep.
He from the land.
He played with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, played Mike on the news, nigga. He already know. On the news, yeah. They were head to Jerry crib. On my mama.
Shit, man.
You want me to kick it off?
Yeah, man. Let me see what you got.
Okay,
man.
okay,
I really don't
okay.
want to pick the same.
All right, hey, bro. I'm a nerd, bro. I love this shit, bro. At point guard, man, I had to go with the general, man, Boosie, Jimmy Sanders, the general, 5'7" point guard out of Westinghouse. He was actually ranked number 22 in the nation in the same class as Kobe Bryant. So if you haven't seen, my sister actually used to date Boosie, but that's a different story. She dated a lot of motherfuckers with Dottie Yachty. But no, that's my nigga. I fucks with her. That's my sister.
Can't help you now, shit.
Listen,
No, I fucks with her. She know I fucks with her. She probably watching.
yeah, he used to date my homegirl too, Nicole and shit.
See?
Damn.
We went to my high school and shit, first and shit.
Did he?
Yeah.
He went to hell
He went
first.
to hell, yeah.
Oh, what? That's why you're a dog. Yeah, Boosie, Jimmy Sanders, man, the general, man. I had to go I put Boosie at point guard at 2. I had to go with Ronnie, man. Ronnie Fields. You see this dude every Saturday, man, in the barbershop. If you don't know about Ronnie Fields, put it this way. People were debating who was better in high school, him or Kobe Bryant at one point. That's how good Ronnie Fields was. Absolute one of the biggest what if players ever to pick up a basketball. If he would have never been in that car accident,
And
no
Benji.
telling.
He's from Chicago.
Yeah, him and Benji.
Top two.
Yeah, him and Benji. Oh, easy. Him and Benji, easy. But I'll pick only players from the 90s for me. So I went with Ronnie Fields, put him at the 2. At small forwards, late 90s, I actually seen this brother play Quentin Richardson. In 1998, averaged
That was
24.2 points, 12.4 rebounds, and shot 60%, and also won a state title with Whitney Young. Shout out to Quentin Richardson. Also went on to play for DePaul and have a great 2 years there as well. Power forward, I went with Rashard Griffin out of Kane.
Yeah, so I put him on my list too.
Yeah, I had to. I would put. Yeah, put it. I would.
some shit.
Nah, they said they had. I was just watching the game today. They had Thomas Hamilton listed at 7'4", but he's
Yeah.
really 7'2".
Yeah.
And Rashard Griffin, they had him listed at 7'1". He's probably close
Oh,
to 6'11". That was back in the 80s. That was back in the 90s. Well,
Sure.
they had me listed at 6'2". I'm every bit at 5'10". 5'11", maybe 6 feet and some
Yeah,
Jordans with
yeah.
a thick ass.
Trying to tell
I
you
was
that
gonna say
paper
that
was
with a
straight
thick
up.
ass sole. But anyway, I had to put Rashard Griffin. At the time, he was considered the top center in the league and was Mr. Basketball in 1993. And then at center, I went with Juwan Howard out of Chicago Vacation. Little story about the Chicago Vacation
Always do
and Juwan Howard. They didn't have, their gym was unheated. They had an unheated gym, so they used to have to get dressed in the history classroom. True story. Wikipedia told me. You learn something new every day. But Juwan Howard, 26.9 points, 8.4 rebounds, 3.4 assists as his senior year. And at six man, just because I'm a fucking idiot and I love this shit, I had to go if I got somebody coming off the bench, Frank Williams out of Peoria, Manual. 1998 Mr. Basketball. Oh my
But they
God.
won 3 of them championships.
Oh,
They
him
won
and
all
Sergio
4.
McClain with the fucked up neck.
Did they
Shooting
win
from-
all 4? Or
They
did
might
won
have
3?
been all 4.
Yeah, it might have been all 4.
It might have been the
Then he went to the fighting the line.
Yeah,
he went to the Knicks.
Yeah,
Like,
Sergio
yeah,
McClain.
he was a big ass
Yeah,
point guard.
yeah.
The Frank nigga.
Yeah, Frank Williams. Frank Williams. Absolutely. If you guys go look at Frank Williams highlights, he also went on to play with Fighting Illini, but he got injured. I honestly can't remember but he had a big injury, and it really, really hampered his career. But if you see him play in college, you could just see flashes of how good he would have been. But in high school, phenomenal player. Like I say, Mr. Basketball the same year I came out, 1998. Great high school basketball program, Peoria Manual. That 90s program was stupid down there. But yeah, I got him coming off the bench. But I'm pretty sure we got some of the same people, man. Who
Absolutely.
top
That's why
five?
I
Who you got?
mentioned a few extra ones too, just in case I had to not be as close to your list. But I had a question. Wasn't Dwayne Wade from Chris?
Yeah, but it was the 90s.
So it was the 90s?
No, he wasn't the 90s.
Because he got drafted in 2003 with LeBron in there, and he played a couple years with Marquette.
He might have been.
He played like at least 2 years with Marquette.
But
I thought
he
it
wasn't. He was like a suburb, bro. I mean, it's still a state. Though.
Yeah,
I
but
said
his
it's
pop
state.
stayed on what's the name on 59th
Maybe he
and
valid for the
Wabash
day.
and shit though. Because he came back and he lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
And he actually lived with his pops for a second.
Yeah,
He counts.
Okay.
We drafted him to the Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. Dwayne Wade.
Gang, gang.
Dwayne Wade, he was not on your list. I gotta say Ronnie Fields, regardless of you on your list or
man.
not. The sneaker that made me choke on my own spit, nigga, was Juwan Howard. Nigga, I thought I was sneaking out one in. I got an LOL right next to it. I'm like, I think that was like 1990.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
He said a LOL next to it.
I read the book, Fab Five. Fuck with
Yeah,
Juwan.
I fuck with Juwan,
Juwan.
I really-
Chicago vacation, yeah.
Who else from Chicago would say Rashad Griffin? That's just stupid.
Dog.
Of course,
Dog.
Rashad Griffin. I actually wrote it down.
Yeah.
I thought I just thought of
Yeah.
Paul McPherson.
Ooh, South Shore.
South Shore.
South Shore in the
I think
fucking
that nigga
building,
jumped so
man.
high in my high school.
Dog. Dog. That's a good ass one. Dog.
Oh man, that nigga was a dog. So I definitely, you know what I'm saying. And with fam and
That's
I don't
crazy. I
mention-
totally forgot about him.
Yeah,
And he was a
Mike
lefty.
Yeah.
He was a lefty,
Yeah.
built like
Yeah,
a
make
grown
it-
fucking man, bro.
Man, for real, they're making the league though. But that nigga, he was one of the niggas who wanted to come back to South Shore and show everybody how much money he made. So like, I don't know, bro. I
Yeah.
hope that worked out well for him. Yeah, that's what I heard. That nigga Junior used to be up there. He knew that nigga. Both, he went to South Shore too. He was on his football team.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Mike Herman. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? Mr. Motherfucker in the Chicago basketball shit.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
I claim
like
for him.
that.
He ended up graduating. I think he went to King after us. Which is one with King.
Mike Herman. That's
But he
crazy.
started off at Hills. Like a lot of niggas started off at Hills. And then
Hills
motherfuckers
got-
be like, I'm getting the
Oh,
fuck up out of here with all these boys, nigga.
Oh,
Ain't
Hills
nobody
got-
trying to be, you know what I'm saying, all day long.
That
Ain't
same
looking
thing
at
with
no
Sam
girls, nigga.
Same thing with Sam Rita. But that's that same thing with Sam
He
Rita.
was some beast over there. They football team.
Yeah, Sam Rita got
pressing
dogs. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you said we.
No. Oh, you said y'all?
You went to St. Rita?
No, my
I
brother.
thought you said-
My
oh,
brother
okay.
went to St. Rita.
Yeah, okay.
And then my mom's, one of her girlfriend's son, a nigga named Lynn, actually ended up going to the army to be a sniper, but He was a big motherfucker. Yeah, he played football.
Dog, this football motherfucker,
Yeah.
bench pressing people.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
people,
hell no.
like,
Them niggas been pressing Chevys.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Motherfuckers like I don't believe the numbers I was hearing. I was like, did you say close to 500 in high school? Bench press.
Yeah, them niggas dog.
Because in my high school, motherfuckers, we didn't have no football team. As long as you bench press 300, you get your name on the wall outside the weight room. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can get up 300.
Ain't no way. Hell no, we was great at flag football.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we was like one of the best in the city.
Best ever.
We was one of the best in the
Couldn't
city.
catch you. Y'all was real.
I don't know. I
Like,
didn't do that shit. Coach was like, you could just block Funches. Like, fam,
He
I'm
said
not
you
finna
just
do
block.
that
oh,
shit.
No.
And my daddy played real football, and I'm finna go
Right.
home and tell this nigga
You know what I'm saying?
he's paying for me to go to school for niggas to got you Funches.
Snatch your flag.
Man, nah,
Bro,
bro.
line, you ain't getting the shit.
I ain't getting shit snatched. I'm just sitting there sweating, pushing big niggas. No, I'm good, coach.
You enjoy yourself.
Nah, hell, I'm good. I'm finna go to the
He said,
crib
hell
with
no.
my buddies. I'm finna go to the crib with the buddies, goddamn nigga, and play Line 97.
Facts.
Fuck is you talking
You know
about?
what I'm saying? Interesting segue.
Real talk. Speaking of Line 97, man, the show is dwindling down. And like I said, it's the B.I. Bo. If you guys don't know, man, if you want smoke, you don't want none with him on 2K, man. I'm telling y'all, you do not want no smoke. So we had to have a special segment where we had to pick, and we want you guys too out there, if you guys out there are big on the sticks, pick the top 5 best 2K teams ever to play with. Top 5 2K teams ever to play with.
Man.
Who want to kick it off? It don't have to be any
I'm
particular
gonna
one.
knock it back, man. I'm gonna keep it funky with man. 2K7.
No, team.
No, I'm telling you,
Okay.
it was on 2K,
Gotcha.
2K7. It was the 06-07 Golden State Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Baron Davis, Monte Ellis,
Ooh.
Stephen Jackson, Al Harrington, and
that's one.
Notice Bitter. The center didn't matter.
And that's one of the best teams ever.
They had Beatrice.
That I could fuck with. Yeah.
They had Beatrice.
Yep, that's him. Yeah. I could dominate with that
watching the
team.
game.
I could dominate. Steven Jackson was a beast shooting the threes and attacking. Baron Davis could shoot and attack the rim, could finish. You couldn't stop him. And then you got motherfucking Monte Ellis. He could shoot and attack. I could do it. I'm tell you, I was winning money with these niggas, but
That's unbelievable.
another 2K7, 06-07 Houston Rockets team. Rayford Austin, Tracy McGrady, Shane Battier, Juwan Howard, and Yao Ming.
Oh, wow.
Because of y'all and T-Mac, man.
Yeah.
Man, and Rafe was all Rafe had to do was play his position. I'm trying to tell you.
That's tough.
Other one, 2K8, the 07, 08 Denver Nuggets team. Allen Iverson, J.R. Smith, Melo, Kenyon Martin, and Marcus Camby. That was a dreadful team. Motherfuckers pulled them out. You like, God damn, you gotta go with them?
Chico.
Shit.
Chico. Melo the Chico.
Shooters and throwing shit all day.
Melo.
Melo's the Chico.
I'm trying to tell you, Melo was the difference maker. Man. The 04-05 Phoenix Suns. Steve Nash, Barbosa, Joe Johnson, Sean Marion, and Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, that shit was tough. That was live, though.
Yeah, but that team still translated over there too. And that's still a dog
it
team.
was on 2K too, though.
That's still a dog team.
Yeah, that shit was, niggas was nuts.
One of my favorites, and it was on 2K3. I'm telling you, I've been a dogging nigga since then. The 02-03 Kings. Bibby, Doug Christie, Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, and Lottie Divac.
Lobby Diva.
That was a solid team.
Lobby
That was a solid team. The only team that could really fuck with that had to come back with an 03-04 Laker team. That's the only team we got to play against that. Because that's the only team that you'd have to match up. And that was Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Devin George, Karl Malone, and Shaquille O'Neal. Man. And then, like I said, and I'm going to go with my last team, and I believe this will be number 5 for me. I think it's number 5. 2K13, 2012, 2013, Los Angeles Lakers. Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, Meta World Peace, Paul Gasol, and Dwight Howard. Either way you put that up, that's a strong thing. Because anything you miss, Dwight grabbing. This good Dwight. He grabbing everything. Everything. And you ain't missing too much from Paul Gasol.
He was still good on 2K. That's when they started having the back injuries. So
Yep, so I think that's mine. I mean, I got the
I like
two
that.
honorable mentions, the Laker team with Shaq and Kobe, and then Orlando team with Shaq. That's a dog team too, if you know how to play with them. But yeah,
I like that. I'm gonna let you finish it up. So let me get it out the way. I guess in no particular order. I got the 17 Warriors.
ooh,
2017 Warriors.
valid, especially if you know how to shoot with Curry.
With KD, Curry, and Steph. That was just stupid. Number 2, I got the 96 Bulls.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
tough.
96 Bulls with Mike. And that else need to be said, Mike.
Yep.
At 3, 04, had the 04 Lakers, man.
I like that.
I had the 04 Lakers. That team was dope, man. And one, I don't think y'all gonna surprise me. 'Cause I used to love this team, believe it or not. 05 Spurs,
Yeah,
just for their defense.
and you couldn't get much past them,
You couldn't get much past.
especially if you like to shoot.
Yeah.
You be strong. You got to find some inside movement.
Yeah.
They was tough. They was tough
I'm playing
around.
the game to be entertained, my man. I'm not trying to bore myself to death with these motherfuckers. Somebody's gonna dunk the basketball at some point in time.
Did that 05 Spurs for that defense. And then number 5, Chico, man, 13 Heats.
Yep. LeBron,
2013,
D-Wade,
LeBron, D-Wade, Bosh.
Bosh.
That was just nuts.
Then the bench was tight.
Yeah.
Birdman, you got people coming inside off that bench that make a difference.
Yeah, motherfuckers are not like you taking the heat.
Nope.
But then I'm gonna let you finish it out, man. I know you the real gamer, man.
96 Bulls
Mhm.
can play with anybody. I don't give a fuck how they want to say it. Nigga, too big, too slow. What you do is you start robbing at the motherfucking
Niggas want to go small and have Draymond in there running around. Dennis Rodman at the 5. Motherfucking Kukoc at the motherfucking 3 or the 4. And the changes be with Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
And Mike and motherfucking Harper. Everybody is 6'6" at least. You having
Right.
problems shooting against these motherfuckers, trust me. But so basically any one of them Bull teams, but that Bull team is just, you can do too much with them niggas. But Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, OKC. These fun niggas up.
That's a tight squad too, man.
Yeah, they all end up being MVPs.
Because
Like,
KD,
no fuck niggas
you get that
and
shot
all-
down with KD, nigga, it's a wrap, nigga.
That's
Yeah.
hard.
And then you know what the creeper is? The creeper is, that's the sleep on that team, you got Harden come off the bench.
Yep,
That's the worst news coming. You got Harden coming off the bench.
yep. Because I used to rock with Cephaloshin.
Yep.
With that Cephaloshin that started out of whatever the fuck it was. Rock
No, you're right.
And that motherfucking Harden come in.
Yeah, I forgot about Cephaloshin.
Of course, the KD and Steph Warriors, and is a cheat code.
Yep.
Yeah.
LeBron and AD Lakers, that like bubble year. You know what I'm saying? They was not supposed to be that good as they were on that fucking game. AD, motherfucking Dwight Howard, and motherfucking dude to play the Hells too and shit. Light skin.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
All the boys, all the pick and rolls.
Yeah.
Fuck Pill too. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga, he would get that team every time. They wouldn't get nobody else. Motherfuck that nigga. But and then that Mellow team, man, I was a cheat code. Fuck Mike Kwan. Yeah, I
Which
really
Melo
wrote
team?
that. I
Which
really
Melo
wrote
team?
fuck Mike Kwan. Fuck Pill.
Which Melo team?
Shit, honestly, I would say you could pick one, but I'm gonna go with the Allen Iverson team with Canby and
That Doug Nip,
motherfucking
the
Kenny Martin.
Denver Nugget one,
Yeah,
okay.
because on the game, I mean, Melo
That
been
was a
killing
tight
on the
team.
game for a long time, though. He really
Yeah,
been
but
a
that
cheat
Knicks
code
team
for a
was
long
tough
time
though.
in Denver.
That Knicks team, you want to see nobody going picking the Knicks when you.
Yeah, nah.
That was a
But
tough
in
team.
Denver, in Denver.
Yeah.
in
Blazers,
Denver,
he was getting his shit back because I remember picking the Blazers and having them come off the bench. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, man, what you? Oh shit.
Yeah, Melo can shoot that motherfucker. But that's it. Yep.
That's it.
I like that. I like that. I like
I
that.
like that. That was actually a really good list. But hey, man, episode 33, man. You already know what time it is. Our final segment is the Bills Bowl. It's only fitting. Can you please let these people know what fucking time it
Man,
is?
trade yourself, man. Trade yourself.
Trade.
They ain't gonna do it for you.
Trade your
It's gonna do it for
motherfucking
yourself.
self. If you don't know what trade yourself is, this is always our final segment. We always like to end the show like this. Trade yourself is basically a nice way of telling somebody, fuck you, in a nice way. You know, but it's in a nice way. You don't want to tell nobody, nigga, fuck you. So you just say, you don't know what? You just need to trade yourself. You need to go get on your knees and tell God, the person that you are, can you just make me a new person? Because I'm a piece of shit.
I feel like the definition of this segment changes.
God damn,
you know what I'm saying?
weekly
Yeah.
trips.
It depends on what Aaron Rodgers say. How many fingers? It was a 4-finger day today, but yeah, that's what it is, man. We normally try to keep it to sports figures, but whoever it is out there, whoever out there you want to, you know what I'm saying, trade yourself. Say it can be your manager, it could be your husband, your wife, it could be one of your kids, it can be anybody, it can be your dog. Your dog and shit on your carpet. That little motherfucker need to trade theyself. You know, so I normally like to pick Brett Favre, but because we moving into a new year, I'm not gonna pick the welfare queen this year or this segment. I'm gonna go a different route. Motherfuckers out there who need to trade themselves is you LeBron haters. Y'all niggas can say all this goofy shit, but the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody in year 20 doing what LeBron doing. I agree, he doesn't affect winning the way he used to, but the fact of what he's putting up, 30 plus a game in the past, 7-8 games in year 20 at 38 years old, man, you got to show that man some respect, man. I got him fifth all time. Okay, or you don't.
Trade that.
Or not. Cuzzo, as you can hear, isn't a big LeBron fan. But hey, like I said, man, all you LeBron haters out there, man, come on, man, you got to stop it, man. You got to show LeBron, you got to show him some respect, man. Even if you don't like him, you at least got to respect what he at least doing in year 20, man. That's all I'm saying. So if you're a LeBron hater out there, man, trade yourself, man. Going into a new year, man. There's a lot more shit out there
Fuck
you
that,
can
they
hate
got to
on.
sign a new contract. Trade shit.
Who need to trade themselves in though?
Damn, man. Is this the last one of the year, man? Who need to trade
It's the
themselves,
last
man?
trade yourself of the
Man, hey, people need to trade yourself, man. If you still racist going into 2023, man, trade your goddamn self, nigga. That shit died a long time ago, man. Niggas ain't got time for that shit, man. If you still out here putting up, if you can't say it, laugh and do it, if you talking about some racist shit in a very way where it's
hold
trying
on,
to.
let me ask a question though. What if like a bunch of like black kids going into like a segregated school, and I just wanted to see what was going on? Am I being racist?
No, man, you being curious. You being curious. You know what's going on.
You say Jerry Jones.
Huh?
Is it
You
eating a
say
ham
Jerry
sandwich with
Jones.
cheese? With this extra mayo? Nah, man. If you going out and you still doing racist shit with the intent to hurt somebody else and stuff like that, you need to trade your motherfucking self, man. You need to cancel yourself and do what it is. If you out here doing shit like that, but you being funny and you know it's meant in a humorous way, still do your thing, man. Still don't be able to not take a joke. Put it like that. I done hear plenty black people joke, white people joke, Jewish people joke. Be able to take a joke. Understand it's a joke, but if you trying to do that shit in a derogatory way to hurt somebody, man, trade your motherfucking self, man. That shit outdated like a motherfucker,
They be
man.
passive aggressive with that shit too. I seen the sign that said, that somebody grabbed, it said defund the woke. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, first of
If you
all,
gonna be racist, tell me a joke.
You
That's
know
how
what
it
I
is,
mean?
man. Just tell it in the form of a joke. I'll figure it out.
I don't
But
know,
yeah,
it's just hilarious.
trade them motherfucker, man. I'm sick of that shit already, man.
Yeah, that blow me.
But shit, back on the sports level, Tannehill, man. Tannehill need to go ahead and
Oh,
get on
man,
the
that's a
ballot,
repeat.
man. He hurt that team. He really is. And I don't know how much fight that team gonna have in them no more. They just keep backing this dude and going out there and losing these games. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a lot of spirit. This team is built on like playing hard and spirit. Nigga. You can't break a motherfucker's spirit. You know what I'm saying? This team is not that good if they're not playing hard.
Tyler Herron gonna be the second nigga behind Barry Sanders to retire with this. He gonna be like, man, I love the Titans, nigga, but damn,
Yeah, but please.
I'll get him money back. Let me go. Let me go, please. My soul, let it go.
Sorry, man. Respectfully.
Real man, fuck that. Real talk, motherfucking on the sports tip though, as well, the Miami motherfucking medical staff. Trade y'all fucking self, man. The fact that Tua had to go in there and tell y'all that goddamn it, I'm having, you know what I'm saying, some issues, and y'all let him finish that game. What's that, like the third time? The first time, motherfucker looked like that. Like he was sitting there trying to fix a motherfucking Rubik's Cube, but he ain't had no Rubik's Cube.
I heard his nickname out there is Shark, because that's how many concussions this nigga taking, man, from Any Given Sunday. Shark, you know, LT. Don't touch me. I'm worth $1 million. They out here playing him like that. Hey, it literally watching the Dolphins is like watching Any Given Sunday. Like, man, just give him another shot. What he want? Like, man, please, Doc. What he say? Please, Doc. I'm okay. I got kids to feed. They make him seem like Tua in there saying that, man. He's like, come on, get up, man. You good? Hey, nigga, I heard. Like, where, nigga, here? You can see? All right, throw the ball.
At the beginning of that movie, where the backup quarterback got hurt after one play, and they had to send a medical unit over there. They told the medical unit, I was like, what he hurt? What he do? Fall off the bench? I'm like, oh no.
They had to do cap like that, cap? Oh man,
oh shit. Hey, last episode of the year, man. We coming to y'all next year, man. Next week, bringing y'all new content. It'll be episode 34. Old heads as always, man. It's been a blessing. We thank y'all for kicking it with us. You know, we appreciate all the love. Please go on Facebook. We need y'all, YouTube, and subscribe. We need you all to subscribe, man. We thank y'all for rocking with us. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. And we got to pay some of these bills, so we got to give a shout out to, if it's New Year's Eve, man. If you hungry, La Crosse, Wisconsin area, we need you to go downtown, man, and please check out Press Break, late nights, man. They got all the good Chicago food, the cheesy beef, the cheesy nachos, all that good stuff. Also, man, if you want some good music tonight, please download the Bump That App Radio. Bump That Radio app. Please download the app. Trying to bring radio back like how it used to be. Download the app, man. It's Saturday night. It's New Year's Eve. You want to listen to some good music, download that app. Also, need your car wash, man. Where can they go?
King KO, man. Make sure you go check out King KO if you're in the La Crosse area. Right off La Crosse Street, man. They heard they doing the snow, knocking the salt off your stuff, doing the undercarriage, I think for like 10 plus, 10 and some tax. Man, make sure if you got anything you want washed on your car, full details, go check them out, man. Best in town.
Absolutely, man. Check Coco out, man. King KO, man. We had some good, not terrible weather. We're in Wisconsin, so anything over 20 degrees, we'll take that shit. You actually see some of these motherfuckers in flip-flops if it's 25 degrees out in the sun.
Right.
Not I, but some of the others.
It's for the streets.
I seen the nigga with shorts on, nigga.
It's for the
I was
streets.
coming home from work, nigga. It was damn negative 15 fucking degrees. This nigga had shorts on.
What Future say? It's for the streets.
It's for the streets. He's a tough guy.
He's a fucking tough guy.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. I wear shorts.
He was
not DK Metcalf. Chill
It's
out.
for the streets.
Who is this guy? But anyway, man, Old Heads episode 33, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all brothers want to let them know where they can find y'all.
Man, hey, you can find me on here, man. That's where it is, man. I appreciate all the love on here. Everybody watching this today, man. Shout out. Hey, man, one thing we forgot, man. We lost a good person too, man. Barbara Walters.
Oh, yeah.
We lost Barbara Walters too, man. You know, condolences, man. She did her thing forever.
I think the Pope died too, didn't he?
And one of the posts died too, yeah.
Yeah, that was sad.
It's crazy,
I had a
man.
crush on Barbara Walters too. A little old, but was cute.
Hey, she did her thing. You know, she was in the gym. Got it tight right.
Yeah.
You was by yourself.
I thought she was cute I was younger.
Oh, okay. I
But
thought
not
you was.
now.
Oh, okay.
No, when I was like a
You
teenager.
must got an old lady fetish.
No.
Facts. Hey, shout out to everybody. Hey, all around the states watching us. Philly, LA, Florida, Chicago, Milwaukee, everywhere. Hey, everybody we got touches in, man. Hey, thanks for supporting us, man. It's been a good year, man. Hit that subscribe button. Let us know you love us, man.
Please do.
Appreciate it, man.
Go
Happy New
subscribe.
Year's.
Happy New Year's. Go subscribe. Go subscribe.
Stay back, brother.
Jeez. French roll out, nigga. On
French
crib.
You want to say anything, folks?
Nope.
Hey, on Z.
Plenty.
Hit it with the Billy Earl. Good looking. That hit?
No.